In the world of flowers, some are more than just beautiful. They are legends. Today we explore one such legend, the Juliet Rose. Often called the 3 million pound rose, it makes you wonder what makes it so valuable. Its price hints at patience and expertise to create something unprecedented. The creator, David Austin, poured his heart and a fortune into developing this bloom for 15 years. Introduced in 2006 at the Chelsea Flower Show, the Juliet Rose was an immediate sensation, a new standard for luxury flowers, cementing its place in horticultural history. So what does a 3 million pound rose actually look like? The beauty of the Juliet Rose is both classic and unique. Its color is a delicate, soft apricot peach. It's a warm and inviting hue, often described as romantic, gentle, or blush. This subtle shade is incredibly versatile, making it a favorite for life's most special moments. The color seems to capture the soft glow of a sunrise or the gentle warmth of a summer evening. It's a color that speaks of tenderness and affection, which is why it has become so deeply associated with love and celebration around the globe. The shape of the bloom is another one of its defining features. It follows the classic English rose style that David Austin himself perfected. The blooms are deeply cupped with a multitude of petals packed neatly within the center. As the rose opens, it reveals a mesmerizing swirl of over 90 petals, creating a sense of depth and complexity. This generous, full-bodied form is what gives the Juliet Rose its unmistakable character. It feels both opulent and graceful, a perfect sphere of delicate petals that just invites you to look closer and admire its intricate construction, a true work of natural art. Beyond its visual appeal, the Juliet Rose also delights the senses with its fragrance. While some modern roses have lost their scent in the pursuit of longevity, David Austin ensured this was not the case here. The Juliet Rose has a light and refined tea scent. It's not overpowering or heavy. Instead, it's a subtle, elegant perfume that adds another layer to its charm. Imagine leaning in close to the bloom and catching that gentle, fresh fragrance. It really completes the sensory experience, making the rose not just a thing of beauty to behold, but a pleasure to be near as well. This combination of color, form, and fragrance is what makes the Juliet Rose so special. It was the very first cut rose that David Austin had bred specifically for the professional floral market, rather than just for home gardens. Before Juliet, it was difficult to find a cut rose that had the romantic, many-petaled look of an old garden rose, but could also withstand the rigors of shipping and arrangement. The Juliet Rose bridged that gap perfectly. It offered the best of both worlds, the soul of a vintage bloom with the strength and vase life of a modern hybrid. To understand the Juliet Rose, we must first understand David Austin. He was an artist whose medium was roses. Born in Shropshire, England, he developed a passion for old roses. These roses had charm and fragrance, but often bloomed only once a year and were susceptible to disease. David Austin had a vision to combine the beauty of old roses with the repeat flowering of modern roses. He dedicated his life to this dream. He called them English roses. His first success, Constance Spry, was introduced in 1961. David Austin roses became a globally recognized name. He introduced hundreds of varieties. Gardeners fell in love with their fragrant blooms. David Austin created living works of art. Creating a new rose is a process that requires both scientific precision and, honestly, an artist's intuition. It's a delicate dance of genetics, patience, and, well, a little bit of luck. The journey begins with selecting 2 parent roses. The breeder must have an intimate knowledge of thousands of varieties, understanding their strengths and weaknesses. One parent might be chosen for its beautiful, deeply cupped flower shape. The other might be selected for its resilience, its long vase life, or its unique, captivating fragrance. The hope is that their offspring will inherit the best qualities from both sides, creating something truly exceptional and new. Once the parent plants are chosen, the meticulous process of cross-pollination begins. The breeder must act as a bee, carefully transferring pollen from one rose to the other. This is often done by hand, using a small brush. The pollen from the father plant is delicately applied to the stigma of the mother plant. To prevent any accidental pollination from insects or the wind, the pollinated flower, is then carefully covered, usually with a small bag. This ensures that the resulting seeds are a direct product of the breeder's intentional cross, a controlled experiment aimed at a specific outcome. After pollination, the waiting game starts. The mother plant will begin to develop a rose hip, which is the fruit of the rose. Inside this hip, the precious seeds are forming, each one carrying a unique genetic code, a potential new superstar. It takes several months for the hips to ripen. Once they are ready, they're harvested and the seeds are carefully extracted. But these seeds can't be planted right away. They need to go through a period of cold stratification, which mimics the natural process of enduring a winter, to break their dormancy and encourage them to sprout. From a single cross, a breeder might get hundreds or even thousands of seeds. Each seed that germinates will grow into a completely unique seedling, a brand new rose variety that has never been seen before. The first flowers might appear within a year, and this is where the breeder's keen eye becomes critical. Out of thousands of seedlings, the vast majority will be discarded. They may not have the desired color, shape, or vigor. Only a tiny fraction, perhaps just one or two, will show enough promise to be grown on for further evaluation, beginning the long road to becoming a named variety. The creation of the Juliet Rose was no ordinary breeding program, but a 15-year journey pushing dedication and investment. David Austin's goal, the perfect cut rose. It needed the romantic form of English roses, fragrance, delicate color, strong stems, long vase life, and durability for shipping. This combination was notoriously difficult. For 15 years, David Austin and his team worked tirelessly, making countless crosses, chasing a perfect balance. Each year, thousands of seedlings were grown, evaluated, and mostly rejected. This project consumed time and resources, costing £3 million. Finally, one seedling stood out. It was perfect. Apricot, fragrant, strong, vigorous, and long-lasting. After 15 years, the Juliet Rose was born. The Juliet Rose marked a turning point for David Austin Roses. Known for transforming gardens, the company primarily sold rose plants. Entering the professional cut flower market was a bold venture. Its debut at the 2006 Chelsea Flower Show captivated florists and the public. Its classic garden-style appearance and robust performance filled a market gap. The Juliet Rose launched more than just a flower. It created a new category. It became the flagship of David Austin's luxury cut rose collection, pioneering roses for the floral trade. The Juliet Rose is known for its extraordinary color. It's not a simple pink or a plain yellow, but a sophisticated palette. The most common description is a soft apricot peach, a gentle blend of warm tones that seems to glow from within. This unique hue gives the rose an air of warmth and tenderness. It is a color that feels both fresh and nostalgic. This complexity is what sets it apart from other roses on the market. It harmonizes beautifully with a wide range of other colors, making it a dream for florists and event designers. The color of the Juliet Rose elevates everything around it, adding a touch of grace and sophistication to any setting. The center of the rose often holds a slightly deeper, richer apricot tone, which gradually softens to a paler, creamier peach towards the outer petals. This subtle gradient creates a wonderful sense of depth and dimension, making the flower look alive and vibrant. This nuanced coloration is a hallmark of its sophisticated breeding and a key component of its breathtaking beauty. It is a color that speaks of affection without being overly bold, of love that is both deep and gentle. This makes it the perfect choice for life's most meaningful moments. The Juliet Rose's shape is a masterclass in floral architecture, the epitome of the classic English rose style. Instead of a pointed bloom, it forms a perfect, deeply cupped chalice. When the bud opens, it reveals a swirl of neatly arranged petals. One of the most astonishing features is its incredible petal count. A single bloom can contain over 90 individual petals, intricately packed into the heart of the flower. As the rose matures, these petals unfurl slowly, creating a mesmerizing rosette pattern. Despite the number of petals, the bloom holds its shape perfectly on a strong, upright stem. The way the Juliet Rose opens is a spectacle in itself. From a demure, cupped bud to a magnificent, fully open rosette. David Austin understood that a rose is not complete without scent. Unlike many modern roses, the Juliet Rose was bred to delight the senses. It possesses a light, refined tea rose fragrance. The scent is fresh and slightly fruity, reminiscent of freshly brewed tea. The Juliet Rose has become laden with symbolism. It is a symbol of enduring love and dedication. Often chosen for weddings, it represents the start of a new life journey. The Juliet Rose has become a modern icon of luxury, beauty, and romance. Before the Juliet Rose, commercial cut flowers were divided. Modern roses lacked the charm of old garden roses, while garden roses were too delicate. The 2006 introduction of the Juliet Rose bridged this gap, offering the best of both worlds. It possessed the beauty of a heritage bloom with the robust constitution of a modern variety. This had a profound impact, enabling the reliable recreation of lush, opulent designs. David Austin created a new market category, and the demand for garden-style cut roses exploded, shifting breeding programs worldwide. The Juliet Rose made a huge impact in the world of weddings. Couples want a romantic and elegant atmosphere for their special day, and flowers are key. Before Juliet, achieving a lush look meant relying on peonies, which have a short blooming season. The Juliet Rose arrived as the perfect solution, offering a similar aesthetic. Grown in greenhouses, it was available for a much longer season. A bride could confidently plan her floral vision around this bloom, regardless of the season. The Juliet Rose quickly became the go-to flower for luxury weddings, synonymous with elegance. Its unique color also contributed significantly to its status as the ultimate wedding flower. It complements a wide array of wedding color palettes, making it a perfect fit for any style of wedding. It serves as a powerful metaphor for patience and devotion. The Juliet Rose redefined luxury in the floral world. Luxury became defined by artistry and dedication. Its £3 million price tag became legendary, positioning it as a couture flower. Using Juliet roses became a statement of taste and appreciation for quality. It elevated flowers to a central feature of luxury branding. The Juliet Rose became a status symbol, challenging the industry. Growers invested in research to create high-value varieties. It proved consumers would pay a premium for beauty, story, and quality. The Juliet Rose fused romance and commerce, setting a new benchmark. It remains revered, a testament to creating the perfect rose. The Juliet Rose's story is inseparable from its jaw-dropping £3 million price tag, a figure that still stuns people today. This wasn't the cost of a single stem, but the total investment David Austin made over 15 years of relentless breeding and research. The money covered heated greenhouses, expert staff, and the care of thousands of seedlings, most of which never made the cut. It was a massive gamble with no guarantee of success. Many thought it was a fool's errand, but Austin's vision prevailed. That £3 million became more than a number. It was a symbol of dedication and a brilliant marketing hook. The price tag set Juliet apart, telling the world this was no ordinary rose. In the end, it wasn't just a flower, it was a masterpiece, its value forever tied to the legend of its creation. Despite its legendary development cost, owning a Juliet Rose isn't just for billionaires. Thanks to propagation, Juliet Roses are now available to more people, though they remain a luxury. A single stem can cost $10, $25, reflecting its superior genetics and careful handling. Bridal bouquets or event arrangements can run into the hundreds or thousands, but for many, the beauty is worth it. Gardeners can even buy the plant itself, enjoying Juliet's blooms at home for a fraction of the price. While garden-grown stems may differ from florist-quality ones, the experience is just as special. Juliet's story is now accessible, letting anyone bring a piece of floral history into their lives. Buying a Juliet Rose means buying into a story. 15 years of passion, expertise, and artistry. Its price reflects not just the flower, but the legacy and the name behind it. You're getting a bloom with unmatched shape, color, and vase life, bred for perfection and reliability. Juliet is a status symbol, elevating any event with its presence and exclusivity. For many, the intangible value, the feeling, the statement, is just as important as the flower itself. The Juliet Rose is the pinnacle of horticultural achievement, a blend of art and science. Its price today is a share in that legacy, a piece of living history. When you choose Juliet, you're choosing beauty, luxury, and a story that endures. The Juliet Rose is part of the English roses, a family born from David Austin's vision to blend old-world charm with modern performance. Austin crossed antique roses with modern varieties, creating over 200 unique English roses. These roses brought romance, fragrance, and repeat blooms back to gardens worldwide. Juliet, though bred for the cut flower market, carries this heritage in every petal. Its form, fragrance, and colour are hallmarks of the English rose style. Understanding this lineage deepens our appreciation for Juliet's achievement. It's not just a single marvel, but the culmination of decades of passion and innovation. Juliet stands as a pinnacle in a celebrated lineage, a living tribute to Austin's dream. Roses have symbolized love, beauty, and passion for millennia, appearing in myth, art, and history. From ancient goddesses to the wars of the roses, the flower's meaning runs deep. In literature, it's a timeless motif. Shakespeare, Burns, and countless others have used the rose to explore love and mortality. The Juliet Rose adds a modern legend to this tradition, a symbol of patient, crafted love and luxury. Its story reflects today's values, where craftsmanship and narrative matter. Juliet is more than a flower. It's a cultural icon, bridging ancient symbolism and contemporary prestige. With every bloom, it writes a new chapter in the rose's enduring story. The Juliet Rose is more than a beautiful flower. It's a testament to vision, patience, and innovation. David Austin's dream redefined what a rose could be, blending tradition with modern needs. Juliet's impact is felt in gardens and luxury events worldwide, inspiring creativity and raising standards. For gardeners, it's a chance to grow a piece of history. For florists, a tool for unforgettable designs. Juliet proved that people value quality and story, transforming the floral industry. Its legacy is one of passion, artistry, and the pursuit of perfection. The £3 million investment was in an idea that true beauty is worth the wait. Juliet's petals carry that legacy, soft, apricot-peach, and utterly unforgettable. In our fast-paced modern world, the Juliet Rose offers a profound message. It has become a powerful symbol for a new kind of romance and a deeper appreciation of beauty. Its very existence is a celebration of slow, deliberate creation in an age of instant gratification. The 15-year quest for its perfection serves as a beautiful metaphor for a love that is nurtured over time. When we choose a Juliet Rose for a wedding or an anniversary, we are choosing a flower that tells a story of devotion. The flower also represents a modern definition of luxury, based on craftsmanship, story, and intrinsic quality. The value of the Juliet Rose comes from understanding the immense human effort and artistic vision woven into its DNA. It is more than just a decorative object, it is a piece of art. The enduring appeal of the Juliet Rose also lies in its timeless and versatile beauty. It is rooted in a fundamental aesthetic of romance and natural perfection that will always be cherished.